Alright guys, so today we have another video on the car project. We're going to be doing some bit of a rust repair, and we're going to be getting some rust remover from Supercheap and going to and spray that onto the cab. I've actually never used rust converter before, so this is going to be a bit of a trial and error, I guess. Usually I just sand it down and then give it a bit of a primer, paint, and then clear coat. But this time the rust is just a bit more worse than usual than surface rust. So yeah, we're going to be trying some rust remover and see how that goes. And I've looked up on ChatGPT and a few YouTube and Google videos, and I reckon I can get into it. I reckon I'm experienced enough now that I've watched a few YouTube videos. But yeah, so right now we're just going to Supercheap Auto, and we're just going to get some tools and equipment and rust converter to actually start doing this to the build. And I'll see you in there.
5 sentences, 6 words.
Alright guys, so I don't actually know if I'm getting the right things, but basically you got the rust remover. I think I could just spray this on, it's some primer, and then some white paint to go over it, but I'm not too sure if this is actually what I use. Alright guys, so I have got the spray paint, the primer, the rust remover, but I didn't find any wire brushes or wire brushes attachments for like the impact or drill. So we're going into Bunnings and we are gonna go find some more gear for this restoration. So hopefully we find it in Bunnings. I'm sure we will, but let's go. Alright guys, we're gonna get this wire brush set. Get the wax and grease remover, and I think that'll be it. Now I'm just stuck in Bunnings because every time I come in here I just want to buy new tools. But we're going to be heading to the shed now and we're going to start getting into it. Alright guys, so we just got here. Car's over there, beach is over there. Before I start, I haven't even eaten breakfast yet, so I got some 2-minute, 7-minute, I don't know what you'd call this, some instant lasagna from Audi, probably the best one. And that's Jude over there. And we're gonna get straight into it. Man, the myth, the legend, the prince of Burley. This is the Prince of Burley. Over there. So that. Get this started. Actually, I'll bring in my things. Got a drawer here that I got. Nice little drawer here. This will help me shelf everything. Got the sound deadening things and the manual fuel switch with the sound deadening. Just got some sheets here. Got some black ones on the way, but for now, just have these ones. Put that right over here. Get me water. Rags here. Rags. Alright guys, so we can get started. Open this up. Still doesn't. This key. Oh, what's this leak from? Why is that wet? Not sure why that's wet. Where's that leaking from? Okay, that's a bit weird. I don't know why that's wet. Alright, so that's a bit concerning. I don't know why that's wet. But yeah, so this is what we're gonna be. The first thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the seats out. I've just taken the floor mats out. And then once we get the seats out, we'll be able to start spraying the rust remover. But I'm just a bit worried why that was wet. Because now I'm gonna have to find out where that water came from. Because yeah, I'm not too sure where it came from. There's a bit of water there. Pull that out. Yeah, interesting. Doesn't look like it's wet anywhere else. Very interesting. Okay, so we're going to take out the passenger side first, and then we're going to take out the other side. Alright, so we have just taken off the seats. Put them back in. I should probably take this out as well. So now we're ready to start stripping this all out with the rust converter. I'm not too sure if it'll work on this one because I haven't used rust remover before, so I'm not going to worry about the doors for now. My main focus for today is just making this part look nice, because all this part I'm not too worried about. I can always fix that up later. So we're going to start by spraying it all over here and getting it nice and ready. So this is what I have. The wax, the rust remover. Maybe I'll just use these two for now. Okay, just ask ChatGPT, and the first step for this will be actually doing a wire brush before I actually put the rust remover away. I might start off with these two, or maybe these two, and we'll go from there. As you can see, I don't have any scissors. So we'll try with this one and maybe this one, and let's go from there. Right, let's see how this goes. Look at all that rust coming off. Alright guys, so we just finished off brushing that one down. Now we're gonna do this side. This side isn't as bad, but we will do another recoat of it, just because we can. Got the vacuum, just about to give it a vac. And then we're gonna start putting the rust remover on. So just gonna give this a vac.
You should get like a horn that can play other things, like.
Actually, that's what I will get. I'm gonna get a new steering wheel because the horn doesn't work on this.
Yeah. Does it even have a horn? Yeah. Oh, it does. Yeah. Featuring the jorts, the jort cloth. Is that a pair of jorts?
Yeah. Bro, I find that the jeans are like the best when wiping it, bro.
That's funny, yeah.
So the next step, I've never actually done before, but apparently we're gonna spray some chemical on it, let it sit for about a few hours, and it should get rid of all the rust. So hopefully it works. Got my man Jude behind the camera, and we're gonna let it sit for a while, and then all this rust will hopefully disappear. So we'll do that straight after we do this. So we got the ERC rust remover. Never tried this before, but apparently you leave it and it just sets. I'm gonna spray this on. I guess we just spray it. Ah. Maybe put that over there. If this works, this is gonna come out like $1 million.
So what if it just like erodes the whole, like, it just erodes the floor?
Right, if it erodes the whole floor, I guess we're gonna have to get a new floor pan.
Is that like doable?
Yeah. I don't actually know what I'm doing.
Nah, it looks pretty good, eh? I feel like you got a good amount because you probably don't want it sitting like a puddle, how it is there.
Yeah.
Because if it puddles, I feel like that's what would make it erode the floor. You can always do more as well after.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so what are we doing, Jude?
Gonna go grab some chicken, some cheese, whip up a chicken pesto pasta, maybe get a little bit of work done, and then head Brisbane.
Alright, so we've just let the rust remover sit, and now we're just quickly gonna go make some dinner because we're actually going to the Central Sea. Me, Jude, and a few other boys. We're actually going to the Central Sea concert tonight in Brisbane, so we're out here in Burleigh right now, and then we're gonna head there over right after I do a bit of the priming and touch up, so I just don't leave it all bare metal. And then yeah, we'll let that sit, and then after that we'll let you know an update.
What's up, bro?
What's up, my bro?
What?
Yeah, doing a bit of Million Motors.
Fuck yeah.
How you been?
What's up, bro?
Hey, bro. Jude, nice to meet you, man.
What are you two up to?
Alright guys, so we've just waited about an hour, and it looks like it's coming out pretty well. You can see all that rust is starting to come off. Still a bit rusty there and stuff. But what we're gonna do now is actually start rinsing it out, and we're gonna start putting some etch primer on it to it. See all the rust has gone away. All the rust has evaporated. Stinks a bit in here. But yeah, did a pretty nice job. I'll just have to wipe that out. Good old Merc. All the drip holes. Give that a bit of a wipe down. But yeah, it's stripped away all the rust, surprisingly. It's not looking too bad anymore. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill out the bucket, gonna rinse it out, and then I'm just gonna do this a few times to get all the chemicals out, and then we're gonna give it a bit of a wax and grease wipe. Don't have a hose around, so we're just going to be dumping buckets of water into it. See how we go. Alright guys, so we're going to be using some So we're going to be using some wax and grease remover.
That's done really well.
Yeah, so that used to be all rust. Now it's back to metal, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. Like, once I give this a prime.
Hey, you should try this pack as well.
Yeah, and we did a little test study here. As you can see, it got rid of the rust and went back to the red underlay. I don't know how that works, but yeah. So yeah, the next step is just to give it a spray and wipe, and then we'll give it a primer.
That food's gonna be ready too.
Yeah, easy. That's the chef right there. Right guys, so we have the etch primer. Gonna prime it all, and then we're gonna put another layer of rust killer primer on this, but this is the first layer of primer we're gonna do. So we'll shake it up. Alright, so we have just on a little break. Jude's cooked up some mean pasta. Oh yeah. So that rust converter actually came out pretty well, surprisingly. Very, very easy to use. Basically I just waited an hour after spraying. I think if I left it on a bit longer, it might have came out a lot better, but in a bit of a rush. But it still came out really, really good, which I was happy with. So the next step was priming it. Priming it was pretty easy. And to be honest, I'm not too worried about how the primer looks and how it looks on the floor panel, because it's going to get covered with carpet anyway. And the other half of the car, it's going to be in better condition. The floor's going to be probably the most best looking condition out of the whole cab, so I'm not too phased about sanding down, making it look all neat, because it's something you don't see, and it's not like it's a brand new car. As long as it gets rid of the rust and stops the rust, that's what I'm worried about. But what do you guys think? Should I have done a professional job and, like, you know, rip it all apart? Or if it stops the main problem but looks ugly, that's the main issue. What are your thoughts? Because next one, I'll take in your guys' input and I will actually do it.